Good morning, everyone. Come on in. We're going to talk about it this morning. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about it this morning. I wanted to hit on a few topics. It's one of those weekends where I had the option to go live, and I said, yes, I'm going live because I want to be here today. That's what I want to do. I want to show up, and I want to show out. That's what I want to do, guys. So come on in. Let me give you guys a couple seconds to come on in, and we'll get started with the show this morning. Right now, guys, I am in a location right now celebrating the birthday with the family. I had a celebration yesterday, guys. Yesterday was a birthday day for me, as well as a promotion day. I didn't tell you guys, but I received another promotion at the company that I work for, and we're continuing to do big things. We are continuing to do big things. We are climbing the ladder, guys. That's what we're doing, Rashad. Good morning. How are you? Come on in. I wanted to share that with you all this morning. First of all, is that one. What's up, ladder climbers? It's Antoine Wade. I wanted to interrupt this video to talk to you guys about Course Careers. Course Careers is the place that you guys need to go if you have a high interest into tech sales. They will help you gain the skills that you need so that you can enter the tech sales world to make a whole bunch of money. Tech sales salaries early on is about $60,000, guys. That's a good salary. And with OTEs, you can make anywhere from $85,000 to $90,000. If you have an interest in tech sales, check out Course Careers, link in the description. And don't forget to use Antoine50 so that you can get a $50 discount off of Course Careers. See you guys in tech sales. It's not impossible to get promoted multiple times in a year. I've been able to prove that. I did that this year. Got promoted in March to a principal. Now I got the VP title that I was looking for. And ultimately, that came with a whole bunch of hard work. And I'm going to tell you like this, guys. If you're looking to make the big money, you're going to have to put in a whole bunch of work. And we'll talk about that today. And that's a conversation that I want to have with you guys this morning. That many people think that you can earn, hundreds of thousands of dollars, $500,000, $1 million without you having to put in the work. Ultimately, you have to put in the work. And I appreciate that, Rashard. I appreciate that, sir. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about that this morning. Guys, I was recently promoted for the second time this year. And many people were probably asking, how did that happen, Antoine? Well, it's because I sought it. How did it happen, Antoine? It's because I sought it. Let me give you a secret, guys. The secret to getting promoted is literally asking for it and delivering on the expectations that's in front of you. That's the secret to getting promoted, okay? If you deliver on the expectations that you have in front of you or overachieve on those expectations, you are able to ask for a promotion. And with me having a record year that I'm having right now, especially in a sales role, I was able to ask for a promotion. I think many of you who are part of the Patreon knew that I was in Aruba a couple months ago, right? And at that meeting, I got a chance to rub shoulders with, the C-suite EVPs and so forth. And one of the things I continue to ask for is, how can I continue to be challenged? And I want you guys to ask yourself that as well. How can you continue to challenge yourself? Because if you're looking to make the whole bunch of money, you got to continue to challenge yourself. And failure is just another obstacle for you to get promoted. I'm going to tell you like that, because it's a way for you to learn and for a way for you to climb that ladder. Achieving failure is just part of the process, guys. And a lot of people are scared of that, though. A lot of people are scared to fail. So what happens? They never ask for the promotion. They never ask for, the next level. They never ask for it. And I'm going to tell you like this. The soft secret is to deliver on the expectations and then ask for a promotion. If you are crushing the role that you're currently in, guys, it is easy to ask for a promotion if you are crushing the goal or the role that you're in. If you're exceeding expectations, it's the perfect time to ask for a promotion. And that's what I did. That's basically what I did. Okay. So I got promoted. Again, I was able to Ask for more, which I always talk about on the channel. Ask for more. When you ask for more, you ask the right people who can actually help you get there. It wasn't my boss. It wasn't, her boss. Well, it was her boss. That's who it was. It was actually her boss that I asked and was able to rub shoulders with them. And I just said, hey, you know what? I could be taking on a little bit more work. I could be taking on a little bit more in the company. I want to play a bigger role in this company. And there you go. I was able to achieve the promotion that I wanted, paying me a lot more money. I'm going to tell you like this, guys, paying me a lot more money. So I wanted to start off with that because I think that's something that I want to give you guys a nugget from this morning's short show, that in order for you to get promoted, to get to that next level, you have to continuously ask for more. But most importantly, you got to exceed or achieve expectations. The other piece of it that I want to share with you guys is this. When you get to a certain position in your career, especially as you are considered to be an executive, you have to watch everything that you do. What do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about Kanye West, right? Kanye West goes on a whole bunch of, rants, a whole bunch of crazy talk that no matter what percentage is considered the truth, no matter what percentage is considered the truth, those words have actions and repercussions. Okay? The words that come out of your mouth have actions, and a lot of it is going to have repercussions. You find out that Adidas decided to drop Kanye West, which was where the majority of his wealth sat. Okay? Let's flip that to the role of an executive at a public company that's a corporate level. When you are an executive, they comb your background. They climb and get people to look and try to analyze what is it that you're doing outside of work. Who is it that you're dealing with? Who is it that's your wife? Or do you have a stable home? Are you a stable person? I had that conversation with my HR before I got promoted on yesterday. They wanted to know, Antoine, what is it that you're doing with Black Heights? They wanted to know, Antoine, what is it that you're doing with other stuff, your real estate business? How do we know? Why do we hear about this stuff? Are you selling your services, right? Are you selling your services as a VP? You can sell your services all you want as a individual contributor or somebody else in a lower level in this organization. But as you become an executive, we can't have somebody coming to us and saying, hey, you got an executive that's doing something else on the side. So you're going to have to figure something out, Mr. Wade, with that option. And I'm going to tell you like this. Same thing with Kanye West. Companies look at who's a representation and who's going to be a representation for their brand. And if you are a person that have terrible content out there, you represent the brand in a terrible way, don't expect for your ass to get promoted. Don't expect for you to get to the bag. I'm going to tell you like this. If you want to climb the ladder and you have a whole bunch of garbage out there on YouTube, red pill, stuff about women, stuff about men, you are going to be in a terrible situation because you won't get it, because they're going to find out. They're going to find out. And what are they going to do? They're going to have a conversation with you about it. And then what are they going to do? If it's nasty comment, you're not going to get the opportunity. You're going to get fired. That's what's going to happen. So going back to Ye's situation, where his money was tied at, he decided he wanted to open his mouth, be a bad representation of the brand of Adidas, be a bad representation of the brand of whoever else that was sponsoring him or he was working with. Yeah, he has the money, but ultimately it's fucking up his money. It's messing up his money. So is it worth it? Is it worth it for you all to really go out there on the YouTubes or whatever it is, the TikToks, and put a whole bunch of messaging out there, no matter how much it's true? And I'm not saying anything regarding, what Ye's message is. I'm not going to say it at all. But what I'm saying is, are you going to be the type of person that is going to have a whole bunch of information out there, speak freely, thinking that you have real free speech, and are you going to risk your career? Are you going to risk the opportunity? Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're looking to get to this money, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Clean up your act. Clean up your act. Make sure the people that you surround yourself with are cleaned up as well, too, because many of us want to make a whole bunch of money. Many of us want to have, a job that pays us $1 million. But ultimately, many of us aren't going to get there. Why? Because we don't surround ourselves with the right people. We do things that are silly that's going to get us fired. We do things like get on YouTube and talk about stuff that makes no sense and is a detriment to our brand, right? So I just want you guys to know that when you are climbing, they're going to be looking behind you and having somebody doing a whole bunch of digging to figure out what it is that you're doing to determine if you are a good representation of the company that you're going to be in that position for. And if they find out anything that's negative, you aren't going to get that opportunity, guys. You aren't going to get that opportunity at all. He spoke outside on the platforms where they said, you know what, I can't support this. And guess what? They no longer are partners. Okay. You do the same thing. You are a representation of a company that you're working for. You go outside and start speaking on a platform that they don't condone. What are they going to do? They're going to get rid of you. They're going to get rid of you, and you're going to mess up your money. And the last thing you want to do right now, guys, in this sort of economy that we're expected to be in, is mess up your money. Okay. The last thing you want to do is to mess up your money.